Some great raffle prize.
37,900 and...
First prize is Phil. Anything you know tonight, open the fridge.
Two weeks in, two winners so far. Winners who have had a Saturday night they will never forget. Playing from home, they've won thousands of pounds. Tonight, it could be your turn. So come and have a go if you think you're smart enough. On BBC One. Tonight, once again, we're going to give somebody somewhere the chance to play live from home for more than £30,000. That's a fact. Now, you've still got a couple of minutes to get in on the game. Call now. 090 11 33 2211. It'll cost 50p, and the more of you who play, the more money you play for. Thousands of you are playing along at home for one place in tonight's final. 4 teams in the studio are playing for the other. One of those teams are last week's winners, now more than £36,000 richer. The other 3 are selected from last week's top scorers. Let's meet the teams.
Playing live for a place in tonight's final. From Swindon, 4 quiz addicts. Millhouse Warriors. Will it be S for success? From Birmingham, the S team. And from London, the Clerkenwell 4.
There we are, good to see you all. Now, watch out for these players. Watch out for the Millhouse Warriors. Warriors, they are serious quizzers. How did you meet these guys?
Well, I was recruited to the quiz team about 15 years ago, and Mark here had the highest score on the local quiz machine, so I hunted him down, and the rest is history.
Well, they're 4 walking, talking quiz machines. Good luck to you. And we have the Clerkenwell 4. Great to see you. So there you were, having a nice dinner party, the 4 of you, last week, and you played along. Who pressed the buttons?
I pressed the buttons because they've been drinking and I don't drink and they weren't capable and I was.
Well, we'll have none of that tonight. A good sober performance and hopefully a successful one. Good luck to you. And the S team, you were one of our OB teams last week, Saeed. And everyone, hi team. And you had that feast of food in front of you. You could have a feast of money in front of you tonight.
Hope so.
And you actually did so well. Here you are in the studio. Great to see you. Fantastically well done. And last week, Gordon and Fiona won more than £36,000 and we never even saw them. Hoping to win again this week. They are here in the flesh. We can see them now, the sneaky tricksters. That's what you look like. It is great to see you. Well done. 36,686. Yeah, you've counted it. We'll see it in just a second. So we were trying to set up the camera in front of you. We couldn't get a satellite picture, but you still played through it and you played absolutely brilliantly. And you recruited Peter and Craig there down from Glasgow. You live in Scarborough now. Shall we see the money? Show me the money. Let's have a look. Gordon, it's very nice of you to lend this to us just for the purposes of this moment. That's all yours. Anyone else fancy winning this? Oh, look at those Millhouse Warriors. They are salivating at the prospect. Watch them tonight, I tell you. Good luck to all our teams. Good luck to them. Now, remember, the best of these teams will be playing in tonight's final against the best of you out there, and no matter where you are in the country, we'll try to get one of our 28 satellite phone camera units right to you. We want to watch you play live for the money, OK? Now, we've already got tens of thousands of players lined up all over the UK, and there's just a few of them. Let me see, the Misfits, Rebels Without a Clue, PKs, Plums. You can play along with work colleagues like, let me see, the firefighters team at Penkridge Station. Good evening to you. They are raring to go. Looks like they're playing online. Or you can play along with as many mates as you can get, like the Yorkshire Puds playing from a pub in Barnsley. Yorkshire Puds, are you there? Yeah! No, that looks like a great place to be right now. Best of luck to them both. Right, the phone lines are now closed. If you've registered, here's what you've got to do. To play on digital, satellite or Freeview, press the red button on your interactive remote control and follow the on-screen instructions. Or log on to bbc.co.uk, come and have a go and select Play Now. Or if you're playing on the mobile using Java, open the game you were sent when you signed up and follow the instructions. And if you didn't sign up this week, you can still play along for fun on interactive TV or on the web, and also playing along for fun is our studio audience. You feeling smart enough? We'll see. Right, here's how it all works. Players at home and in the studio face the same 35 questions. These are divided into 3 rounds. The studio team in last place at the end of each round is eliminated. Now, that doesn't, of course, affect you at home. You answer all 35 questions, but don't change channel or your answers will be lost. Good luck, fingers crossed. Round 1 is always general knowledge, 10 questions. Good luck in the studio and good luck at home. Tonight, you're playing for a total prize of £37,970. That's what you're playing for. Can the sneaky tricksters win again? Can they add to it? Can we have new winners? Can we have another new team winning out there? Listen, it could be you tonight. Come on, have a go. Game on. For everyone in the studio, for everyone at home, it's question 1. Watch this.
Shaggy, Shaggy. What could possibly happen by ringing a doorbell?
In this current film release, what is the name of the van used by Fred and his gang? Is it the Mystery Machine, the Monster Chaser, Spookmobile, the Ghost Truck? At home, select your answer. Press the colour buttons on your remote, click on the corresponding option on the web or your mobile within 10 seconds. That's how to do it. Let's have a look at the studio teams. Have they got off to a cracking start? Maybe the kids help you with that one if you're playing along at home. Well, we've got 2 different answers from 4 different teams. I can tell you the smart answer is the Mystery Machine. Great start for you if you got that one right at home. And a little bit of jubilation too coming from studio teams here. A confident start for 3 of those teams. Question 2. Which football team and celebrity supporters are incorrectly paired up? Here are the options. Billy Connolly and Celtic, Johnny Vaughan and Chelsea, Zoe Ball and Manchester United, Robbie Williams and Stoke City. Thinking hard. We've got a few football supporters amongst our studio teams tonight, I can tell you that. And let's have a look at the sneaky tricksters. What have you said? We've actually, Peter's a Rangers supporter, Craig's a Celtic supporter. So it's a wonderful Glasgow coming together we've got from you guys tonight. Let's have a look at the answers. Well, 3 of our teams have gone for D. The smart answer is D. Well done to those teams. Well done to you at home. Robbie Williams is, of course, a Port Vale supporter. Question 3. Here is the 3rd question. Listen to this, everyone. Right, in the words of this song, what are the good people of the world doing in their lunch break? Are they walking their dogs, eating their lunch, washing their cars, doing their shopping? Bob doesn't have a clue from the Clerkenwell 4. Not a clue. Sneaky tricksters. Fiona looking very confident. What do you reckon it is, Fiona?
Washing their cars.
Are you carrying on where you left off last week when you won more than £36,000? The smart answer is washing their cars. Well done. The Clerkenwell 4 were out of time. Do they wish they were back having a nice dinner at home? No, it's fine.
They've had a drink.
It's early days, don't worry, and they'll get a drink later on, don't worry, fellas. Watch this, question 4, here it is.
Ask me my 3 main priorities for government, and I tell you.
What was the subject of that part of Tony Blair's 1996 conference speech? Was it health, families, education, environment?
Stepping cake.
It's a hot one for the Millhouse Warriors. Tim is a real political anorak. Mark is ranked, I think it's 11th in the National Quiz League. There's not much stuff that guy doesn't know. What have you said on this one, Mark?
We went to C, I think.
You've gone for C, education, education, education. The smart answer is... Well done, it is education. Well done, Orion. And I bet millions of people got that one right at home. Hopefully you're piling on the points playing at home, whether by phone, by internet, or on your set-top box. Question 5. Watch this.
Everybody wants to know her name, yeah, yeah, yeah. I threw a house party and she came, yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone asks me, who the hell is she? That weirdo with 5 colours in her hair.
This group is named after a character in which film? Is it Alien, Back to the Future, E.T., Star Wars? Is this one to stump the Millhouse Warriors? I wonder, is it a bit out with their chronological remit? We shall see. Yeah, I don't know what it means. They've gone for B, Back to the Future. The group was, of course, McFly. The answer is Back to the Future. Well done. My goodness me, they've got a deep compass when it comes to general knowledge. And watch this. This is question 6.
At 2 meters long, this female is a formidable predator.
These creatures are native to which country? Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea. Yet again, Bob looking a bit lost there from the Clerkenwell 4.
Yeah, got it in one.
Have you got this one in one? Let's have a look to see what our teams in the studio have said. Well, we've got 2 different answers from 4 different teams. It's, of course, the Komodo, and the answer is Indonesia. A, Indonesia, if you got that one at home. Good points, I think. Question 6. That was. We're moving to question 7 now. This is question 7. Who is setting off on a round-the-world motorbike trip this week with fellow actor Charlie Boorman? Have a think. Gordon moving in there, having a think with Fiona and the team. Is it Colin Farrell, Ewan McGregor, Jude Law, Orlando Bloom? Sneaky Trickster's looking pretty confident about that one. I can tell you that the smart answer is, on that particular question, Ewan McGregor, the boy with $1 million smile. That's right, we're all right here. Hopefully you're all right there. Question 8, here it is. Watch this, question 8.
Get the story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much.
So there we are, the man in the turquoise tracksuit. When David Icke gave that interview in 1991, he was best known as a presenter on which show? Was it Songs of Praise, Grandstand, Call My Bluff, or News Round? Gordon from the Sneaky Tricksters, our champion from last week, along with Fiona, straight in with an answer there. I reckon Gordon will have got the correct answer. The correct answer is Grandstand. It was indeed Grandstand. There are 2 questions left in this first round. For one of these teams, £37,000. 970 is going to be slipping away very, very soon. It's question 9 for all at home. Here is that question. The best-selling book, Eats, Shoots and Leaves, is chiefly about which subject? Is it about punctuation, fad diets, landscape gardening or photography? Clerkenwell 4, Val, straight in with an answer. You got the book, Val?
Not necessarily, Michael.
You got it? But you know the answer.
I knew the answer.
And the answer is... That's the smart answer, punctuation. Well done. One of those amazing, surprising big sellers, that book. Last question in this first round. Watch this.
Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. 'Cause people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love?
That song is on the latest album by Black Eyed Peas. Which animal is featured on its cover? Here are the options. rhinoceros, panda, elephant, crocodile. Who's eliminated? Who's safe? Last question, first round. Right, do we have a variety of answers? We've got 2 different answers from 4 different teams here. The album was called Elefunk, and the answer is elephants. That's the smart answer. That is the end of round 1 here in the studio. One of the teams is about to be eliminated. Who's smart enough to stay in the game? Sneaky Tricksters, champions from last week. I can tell you, you're still going strong. You go through, Sneaky Tricksters. Well done. S-Team, how are you feeling about this?
I think we've done enough.
You think you've done enough? We'll see in just a second. Millhouse Warriors, you're going very, very well. I can tell you that you go through to the next round. Millhouse Warriors, well done. It is between the S-Team and the Clerkenwell 4. I can tell you with a score of 5, the team we lose after the first round is, in fact, the Clerkenwell 4. Bob kind of knew it. You came, you had a go, you weren't quite smart enough. Thanks for playing. Good night.
Thank you.
It's relentless stuff here. We're going to get more specialised soon with the general knowledge categories. How did you get on at home? Now, if you want to play along next week, the phone lines are open now. 090 11 33 22 11, and you could be in with a chance of winning the cash prize. You could be in with a chance of being one of the cool, calm and collected teams that we have here in the studio tonight. Let's go over to the firefighters in Penkridge, just outside Stafford. Matt, how are you getting on?
How you doing, Nicky? We're doing quite well, I think. We're not doing too bad.
What score do you reckon you've got?
Well, we're up there in the top half.
Well,
9 out of 10, I think.
OK, well, you'd still be in with a real shout as well. Good luck to you. Our studio audience have also been playing along for fun. And I can tell you, I'm just hearing that one person in the studio audience has 10 out of 10. So a collective round of applause, I think, for that one person who's got 10 out of 10 in the studio audience. Somebody clearly smart enough. Time for round 2. 3 categories, different every week. 5 questions in each category, making 15 questions in all. At home, answer every question for the chance not only of a place in tonight's final, but also to appear live on the show next week, and it would be really good to see you. Studio teams, remember, whichever of you is in last place after this round leaves the game. And the next 5 questions are on A-list ladies. They're already conferring. Question 11 for all those playing at home. Game on. Here is that 11th question. Watch this. Which of these Hollywood leading ladies is not mentioned in the lyrics of this song? Here are the options: Greta Garbo, Rita Hayworth, Judy Garland, Ginger Rogers. Saeed nodding sagely on the S-Team. Eric shaking his head on the Millhouse Warriors. Let's have a look. Well, they've all gone for Judy Garland. The smart answer is Judy. Well done. Did you get that one at home? Number 1 there for Madonna from a few years back. Question 12. Watch this. The question. This singer made her big screen debut in which film? Was it Crossroads, Sweet Home Alabama, Miss Congeniality, or She's All That? She's the recently married and unmarried Britney Spears, of course. Millhouse Warriors, are you all big Britney fans?
No, we just like Crossroads.
That's another programme altogether.
Oh, no.
The smart answer is Crossroads. Well done. That's right. Not to be confused with the old Meg Richardson version. Different story. Question 13. Who was the first... Watch this before I ask you the question. Right, I've started, so I'll finish. Who was the first husband of this actress? Nicolas Cage, Johnny Lee Miller, Billy Bob Thornton, Tommy Lee. Fiona from the Tricksters, confident about that?
Yep.
Champions from last week. Already over £36,000 richer. You could more than double that tonight. What do you reckon the answer is, Fiona?
I think it's B. Johnny Lee Miller.
Who's the actress?
It's Angelina Jolie.
The smart answer is Johnny Lee Miller. Well done. 2 questions left in this category. Right, question 14. Who is the celebrity owner of this dog? Caprice, Lady Isabella Harvey, Jerry Halliwell, Paris Hilton. The dog, a beautiful little Shih Tzu, and the smart answer is Jerry Halliwell. Well done. Last question in this category. Watch this. Jig, even at this high-pressure moment, which of these items was not demanded by Jennifer Lopez for the shooting of a 2001 charity video? An ironing board, yellow roses with a red trim, apple pie, 2 white doves. I've got them all in my dressing room tonight, I tell you. What are they going for? It's a tricky question, that. Have you got any idea at home? Have you got the points? We've got 2 different answers. We've got a difference of opinion from our 3 different teams. I can tell you that the smart answer is 2 white doves. They're all wrong. Right. That's your 5 questions on A-list ladies. Just 10 questions until we lose another team and they lose their chance to play for £37,970. And the next 5 questions are on World War II. Oh, look at the Millhouse Warriors rubbing their hands with glee.
Oh,
Eric, what's your hobby?
I can't remember now.
Military history.
Could be. not World War II, though, unfortunately, a bit older.
Question 16. Watch this.
Whistle while you work. Hitler is at work. He's half army, so's his army. Whistle while you...
Your name will also go on the list. What is it?
Don't tell him, Pike.
Pike.
It gets better every time, doesn't it? Here's the question. Who was the Colonel-in-Chief of the Home Guard? Winston Churchill, Lord Mountbatten, King George VI, Field Marshal Montgomery. Mark looking very confident for the Millhouse Warriors. The S-team looking somewhat bamboozled. Let's have a look at the studio teams. Well, we've got different answers. 2 have gone for George VI and 1 has gone for Mountbatten. Here's the smart answer. It's George VI. Well done. If you got that at home, that's a real result. Great point. Could even be seeing you later on. Question 17. Who was on screen? It's a great question. Who was on screen when the BBC turned off its transmitters in 1939 for the duration of the war? Was it Fred Perry, Richard Dimbleby, Neville Chamberlain, or Mickey Mouse? It's one of those you either know or you don't. Sneaky tricksters, confident about this one?
Ooh, not sure.
Not at all. Let's see what you've said. Let's see what the other teams have said. What have you said at home? Well, I can tell you that the smart answer is D, Mickey Mouse. If you got that one at home, that's terrific. Watch those Millhouse Warriors go. They are serious quizzes, and they seriously reckon they're smart enough tonight. They're very happy with this character, with this category. Here is question 18. Watch this. Still stirs the heart, but special effects have come on since they made that particular film, which was featured in a 1989 TV ad for which product? Was it potato crisps, lager, jeans or football boots? Think. At home, what was it? Rack your brains, come up with the answer, press the button, get the points. Dam Busters, of course. And the smart answer, lager. We'll leave all round here. There are 2 points between all the studio teams at home. Just keep playing, just keep answering the questions as brilliantly as I hope you are at the moment, and just keep getting the points. We could be seeing you later on. Question 19. A popular phrase used to describe US soldiers in Britain was overpaid, oversexed, and what? Overbearing, overrated, over here, overweight. Was the obesity time bomb ticking in 1939 to 1945? What have you said in the studio? I think that's an easy one. I reckon millions of people up and down the land will have got that one right. The smart answer, let's have a look. Overpaid, oversexed, and over here. Well done. Last question in this category. Watch this.
Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The smallest Malay rabbit deplores this foolish habit. In Hong Kong...
Okay, in this famous song by the great wartime entertainer Noel Coward, what else do they do in Hong Kong? Do they take tea in a cinnamon bun, foam at the mouth and run, disappear one by one, fire off a noonday gun? A half-hearted impersonation. Right, let's have a look at the studio teams. Do they know that song, Mad Dogs and Englishmen Go Out in the Midday Sun? They appear to be of one mind, and they appear to know the song because they've all got the smart answer, which is D, fire off a noonday gun. Right, at home, maybe you got Granny to help you with that one. You should now have answered 20 questions, only 5 more until our next team is eliminated. So, sneaky tricksters, so far so good. How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
I tell you, it could be good for you tomorrow, Craig, if Celtic win.
Yeah, that would be nice, yeah. Because we've got a bit of catching up to do here, I think.
Well, we'll see about that. Celtic could wrap up the title, and you could still wrap up the title tonight, because it's very close between our 3 teams, I can tell you. Your final 5 questions in this round are all on the subject of fancy food. Do we have any foodies? I reckon Saeed might come into his own here. I just get the impression he's a man who likes his grub there. Game on. Watch this.
This is not an everyday. This is not roast chicken. Like knock it out on a Sunday just for you and your missus. This is like mother-in-law material.
Which celebrity recently flew Jamie Oliver to Los Angeles to cook for him and his wife? Eric's clicking his fingers. He reckons he knows it. Is it Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Russell Crowe, or George Clooney? Their lives are dedicated to quizzing the Millhouse Warriors. They're all higher-ranking quizzes when it comes to the national rankings. Let's have a look at what we've got to difference of opinion. Difference of opinion here in the studio. What have you said at home? Hopefully you have said Brad Pitt. That's the smart answer. Question 22. The name of which Italian dessert literally translates as pick me up? Is it panettone, zabalione, tiramisu, or panna cotta? Saeed and the gang had a huge array of food in front of them last week, munching their way through a great TV dinner. They ended up here. They scored so well. And let's see what you've all said. You've all said tiramisu, Tuscan trifle. That's the smart answer. Tiramisu. Well done. Two points between the 3 teams, I can tell you that. And here's the next question. There are 3 questions to go before we lose one of our teams. Which of these chilies is generally regarded to be the hottest? Is it Scotch bonnet, jalapeno, Big Jim, Tabasco? Is it going to be the strong, silent, effective, sneaky tricksters? Is it going to be the Mavericks, the S team? Is it going to be the quiz fanatics who are very confident, the Millhouse Warriors? Let's have a look at the answers. They've all gone for Scotch bonnet. The smart answer, the hot answer, is Scotch bonnet. Well done, you're all right. Did you know your chilies at home? There are 2 questions to go before we determine which of these teams is going to be lost. So very tight at the moment, I can tell you that. Question 24. What is the name of the popular Louisiana snack made from deep-fried crayfish tails? Cajun popcorn, Creole fries, New Orleans gumbo, Bayou nuggets. Do you reckon you know it, Saeed?
Maybe not, no.
Tony?
I'm not confident.
Tony and Saeed, lifelong friends with each other in their hour of need. We've got 3 different answers from 3 different teams. Who's got the smart answer? The smart answer is... it's Cajun popcorn. Okay, this is the final question in this round, and it's a tricky one. A 2001 study by a Bristol scientist found that which type of bread absorbed the most gravy? Think. Is it white sliced, ciabatta, wholemeal, or pumpernickel? Go for it. Absolutely crucial, I can tell you. The answer to this from our teams is going to be extremely significant. Do they differ, or have they gone for the same bread? Let's have a look at the studio answers. We have 3 different answers from our 3 studio teams. The smart answer, ciabatta. That is the end of round 2. 25 questions gone, only 10 more to go. How are you doing at home here in the studio? It's time to see who's smart enough to stay in the game. One team's chance to play for £37,970 ends here. Sneaky tricksters, we shall see. S team, what do you reckon?
It's time to say goodnight, Nick.
How can you be so sure?
I've been keeping count.
I'll be the judge of that. Millhouse Warriors, I can tell you that you go through to the next round. Well done. So is it the S team? Is it the Tricksters? There's 1 point in it. With the low score of 20, the team we lose tonight is... it is the S team. You came, you had a go, you weren't quite smart enough. Thanks ever so much for playing along. You've been great. Good night. How are you doing at home? Now remember, we're tracking your scores, and I can tell you, a team calling themselves the Haversacks from Disbury have a score of 20 out of 25, which is pretty good, very respectable. One of our 28 satellite camera units is standing by in the Greater Manchester area, and it's Damien, Unit 19. Damien, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Looking good, Damien. Can you have total confidence you can get to any area, any address in your area in the allotted time tonight, Damien?
Yeah, we like to think so.
All right, it's looking a bit bleak weather-wise.
Yeah, a bit bleak here, mate. It's a bit inclement, rain's horizontal, but we're doing okay.
All right, good stuff. And we'll be thinking of you out there in the elements. And if you're playing from the northwest tonight, he's your man. The one and only Damien could be heading your way later. Let's go back to Barnsley, see how the Yorkshire Puds are getting on in that pub. Are they getting the points and sinking the pints? Alan, the landlord. Alan, how you doing? How you getting on? What's your score?
We're trying our best to sell Yorkshire puddings, but I don't know. I think they'll be a lot smarter than us, I'm afraid.
Well, you're up.
Got 20.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And you're surrounded by a bevy of beauties there, Ali, which is good for you, Alan. The rest of you playing at home, keep concentrating, because if you score 26 or more, you'll get a code and a telephone number on your TV, computer or phone, and you could be in with a chance of playing tonight's live final or be one of our studio teams next week. Right, studio teams, that's it. 10 more questions, 2 new categories, 5 questions in each. One team will be eliminated, the other will be playing for £37,970. Will it be the ever so confident, ever so quiz team confident Millhouse Warriors, who are real experts? They're all in the national rankings. Or will it be last week's winners, the silent but deadly Sneaky Tricksters? The next 5 questions are on disco. Well, it's the way it falls, Millhouse Warriors, and I think even you would have had your disco diva days here in the studio and around the country. Good luck. It's game on. Question 26. Listen to this. Which group had a UK chart hit in 1995 with a cover version of this single? Do you know it at home? Is it the Venga Boys, Entrance, Boyzone or Steps? If you know it at home, press the button. Get to it. Get a point. Right. What have they said? Have they differed? It's going to be crucial to see if they give the same answers or different answers. They've gone for the same answers. They've gone for Entrance. They've gone for the smart answer. That's the one. Entrance. Well done. Question 27. All right, watch this.
In the Navy, yes, you can sail the 7 seas. In the Navy, yes, you can put your mind at ease. In the Navy, come on now, people, make a stand. In the Navy, can't you see we need a hand? In the Navy.
Oh, this is a tough one. What's the next line of this song? Join us in this wonderland. Become a member of our band. Come on, protect the motherland. Help us make a fighting stand. Gordon and the team looking to double their money and more if they win tonight. They could be here for the rest of the series. And Gordon, how old are you?
41.
You're right in the area for this, aren't you? About the same age as me. I nearly said a little bit younger.
Yeah, a little bit younger.
Let's not dwell on that. You've gone for C, come on, protect the motherland. The smart answer, come on, protect the motherland. Well done, that's right. Question 28 is still very close between these two teams. In the film Saturday Night Fever, where does Tony Manero work? Does he work in a motorbike garage, a bingo hall, a furniture factory, a paint shop? It's a huge film. 1976. Sneaky Tricksters really enjoying this category. What have you said? Well, paint shop seems to be the consensus here in the studio. The smart answer is... Well done. Question 29. Watch this. This duo used to be backing singers for which disco act? Barry White, Sister Sledge, Sylvester, Rolls Royce. Eric's got no idea. Do you ever shake your stuff, Eric?
Not to that, no.
What do you shake it to?
Not much, to be honest.
Different answers. Different answers in the studio. We have the Sneaky Tricksters saying Sylvester. We have the Millhouse Warriors saying Barry White. This is going to be a crucial difference of opinion. Here's the smart answer. Sylvester. There's one question left in this category. Listen to this. This single got to number 2 in the UK in 1977. Which other disco hit kept it off the top? Yes, Sir, I Can Boogie, Baccarat, I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor, Fantasy, Earth, Wind and Fire, I Feel Loved, Donna Summer. Oh, Gordon looking very confident with that. Gordon's straight in there. And the Sneaky Tricksters, we well remember Gordon's fantastic performance last week. Both of our teams have gone for Yes, Sir, I Can Boogie, but I Need a Certain Song. Was that the certain song? It wasn't. So Gordon's confidence misplaced. Just 5 questions left in the game. 5 questions to decide which of our studio teams and which of the home players will compete in the live final at 9:20 BBC One. Compete for £37,970. Let's reveal the all-important final category. The last 5 questions are on Carry On films. Millhouse Warriors, fellas, how's that for you?
We'll let you know in 5 questions' time.
Infamy, infamy.
Do you watch them? Who's your Sid James? Who's your Charles Hawtrey? Who's your Kenneth Williams?
Well.
Who's your Kenneth Connor, Sean? Right, and Sneaky Tricksters. All the films, we know it from our childhood. We've seen them so many times, yeah? Yep. Who's your favourite Carry On character?
Sid James.
It's got to be Sid.
Got to be Sid.
If you win tonight, you'll be laughing like Sid James, won't you? 5 questions left. It's very tight. Question 31. Watch this.
I don't understand. I mean, this sort of thing could ruin my training program.
Oh, forget about that, Kenny.
I can't forget it. It's my duty to keep myself fit and strong. You may not realize it, but I was once a weak man.
Once a week's enough for any man.
Much loved films, much loved characters. What was the title of that film? Carry On Nurse, Carry On Matron, Carry On Behind, Carry On Doctor. Millhouse Warriors sneaking a glance at the Sneaky Tricksters. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's have a look. We have the same answer from our teams. They've both gone for Carry On Doctor. OK, here's the smart answer. Carry On Doctor. It's incredibly close. It really is on a knife edge in the studio between our two teams. Do you have that Carry On experts? Do you have people who remember those marvellous films playing along at home? Question 32. Watch this.
Oh, I can hardly believe it. Little me in the King's Arms.
Well, it's the best boozer in town.
Great question, this. Which other EastEnders actor once appeared in a 1975 Carry On film? June Brown, Mike Reed, Shane Ritchie, Ian Lavender. £37,970. He's slipping away from one of these teams very, very soon. What have they said? Do we have a difference of opinion? We do have a difference of opinion. One team's gone for June Brown, the other's gone for Mike Reed. The answer is Ian Lavender.
Oh dear.
Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
We've already seen him, haven't we? Question 33. Watch this.
Now, look, I'm very sorry, miss, but I've had my orders, madam.
Oh, don't apologise, please. I could forgive such a handsome visitor anything.
What handsome visitor? Oh, me!
The lustful glance of Sid James, the alluring stare of Amanda Barry. Before becoming an actor, Sid James had a successful career as what? Hairdresser, accountant, car salesman, plumber.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gordon was straight over and in there with that one. I heard somebody from the Millhouse Warriors saying no idea. Well, let's see what sort of an idea they did have. We have a difference of opinion. I can tell you that the Sneaky Tricksters have said hairdresser. The Millhouse Warriors have gone for car salesman. Sid James was a... Just 2 questions left. There are just 2 questions left. Watch this.
Good evening.
Oh, hi. Oh, what a lovely looking pair.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Who accompanied this carry-on actress on her honeymoon in 1964? Mark, straight in with an answer for the Millhouse Warriors. Was it Charles Hawtrey, Amanda Barry, Kenneth Williams, or Joan Sims? A wry smile from Gordon. But Mark looked really confident, so he should. He's ranked number 11 in the UK, as I keep reminding you. It's an impressive achievement. What have you said? They've both gone for Kenneth Williams. Yep, Kenny tagged along on that particular honeymoon. Barbara Windsor, Ronnie Knight. It's incredibly close, and this is the last question. Watch this.
Play! Kill! Grasp! Lord, there are no devils in skirts to frighten you now! And right! There's nothing to be afraid of! Oh, I don't know, though.
Which character did Kenneth Williams play in the film? The Millhouse Warriors reckon they know it. Was it Mustafa Leek, the Fakir of Agadir, Sheikh Mahand, or the Qazi of Calabar? Crucial to this is whether they've given the same answer or different answers. They've given the same answer. They've gone for the Qazi of Calabar. That is the correct answer. That's it. Game over. One team plays in tonight's final, one team doesn't. Which of our teams has done enough? Millhouse Warriors, how do you reckon it's going? Do you think you're through?
I don't think we're there.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Sneaky tricksters, we saw you in the final last week. Well, we didn't see you, actually. That's the whole point. We heard you on the phone. But figuratively speaking, we saw you win all that money. Do you think you're through to the final?
We think it's a tie.
Well, I can tell you, with a score of 29, both teams go into a tie-break. You're going to see a face. Basically, you identify the face by buzzing. You get it right, you're through. You get it wrong, you're out. You get it right, you get through to try for the chance to win 30,970. You get it wrong, you're not smart enough. Ready on the buzzers, here's the face. Sneaky tricksters.
Bob Geldof.
It's Bob Geldof. You go through. Tonight's winning team, the Sneaky Tricksters. Well done to the Sneaky Tricksters. Huge round of applause for the fantastic Millhouse Warriors. Well played, right up to the last. Really terrific stuff. Hard luck. Listen, you're going to be playing for £37,970 at 9:20 this evening, live on BBC One. You won £36,000 plus last week. You can win even more tonight. Millhouse Warriors, you came, you had a go. You were really smart, but not quite smart enough. Thanks again. But who will the Sneaky Tricksters be playing against in that live final? If it's a home play, you've got 26 or more, you're going to receive shortly a score code and telephone number. Ring the number, give us that code. Lines close 50 minutes after the show. All high-scoring home players go into a draw. You could be here next week. We could be seeing you later on. Come and have a go if you think you're smart enough. See you later. this one. Enjoyed it. It's good, isn't it? It's free. We're all in the pub after with Phil. What? Sure, yeah. Yeah. I know, the crisp. Security, another one. Welcome to the Shepherd's Bush camera dance formation team.
Oh, look how far I can push it this way. I can make it go up. And or even higher and down a little bit. Oh, look, goes right down that.
He's got a problem, it's
Right, stand by, clappers.
So, odd one out, Chris and Paul. It's been really loud. Phil, get 'em. Whip him up into a coma.
Hello?
Hello, is that Paul?
It is.
From the team calling themselves the Odd One Out.
That's correct.
Hi there, it's Nicky Campbell from Come and Have a Go if you think you're smart enough.
Yeah.
Delighted to tell you, you've done ever so well, and you're in our live final playing for more than £37,000.
Wonderful. Yes, we are. Hey!
This is it. Two teams playing head-to-head for more than £30,000. One in the studio, one at home. Welcome back, Nicky Campbell.
Wow, good evening. Welcome to the live final of Come and Have a Go if you think you're smart enough. The first ever show where everyone has the chance to play along at home and win the cash, which this week is £37,970. Earlier this evening, last week's winners, the Sneaky Tricksters, proved they were smart enough when they saw off 3 other teams in the studio to book their place in the final with a score of 29 out of 35 and a chance to double their money. Now, thousands of teams all over the country played along, hoping to win the chance to take them on. We spent the last 90 minutes confirming the results, identifying the overall winner and rushing a mobile satellite camera to them. I spoke to them earlier. Their name is Odd One Out, and I can tell you that our winning home players are in Hull, the Odd One Out. We're still trying to establish a satellite link, still trying to get a picture, get a signal. Our camera team, I believe, are with you. We're live. Hopefully we'll see you shortly. Hopefully we can actually hear from you now. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Nicky.
Oh, that's a great relief to hear from you. Anyway, Paul, congratulations so far.
Thank you.
It's turning out into a terrific Saturday night for you. Well done. And you're with Chris at the moment, are you?
That's correct, yeah.
Right, who's the star player between the two of you?
We're pretty evenly matched.
Well, that's what you want. We've got a great team in the studio, the Sneaky Tricksters, last week's winners. Now, Sneaky Tricksters, you've been waiting 90 minutes to find out how smart your opponents are. You scored 29 out of 35. I can now tell you your opponents, Odd One Out, scored 30 points. So one more in the final. Great excitement here from our studio audience in the final. Both teams start with a clean slate. 2 teams, only 1 prize, and this is how it works. I will ask each team 8 multiple-choice questions, all taken from the categories we played earlier. We've got 10 seconds then to shout out an answer. Get it right, you get a point. Get it wrong, your score is wiped out. A single wrong answer, and you're back to square one. But we give you 1 chance to protect those points by passing a question to the other team, forcing them to answer. Just 1 pass. So, Odd One Out and Sneaky Tricksters, think very carefully about when you use that pass. Odd One Out, Chris and Paul, is that clear?
Yes.
Good stuff. Sneaky tricksters, are you ready?
Yes.
You well know the pressure of playing at home with a satellite camera trying to get a signal and set up in your living room. We may well get a picture, we'll see, fingers crossed. Never mind, we can hear from the lads there in Hull. The first question goes to the highest scoring team, so odd one out. Paul and Chris, we start with you. Let's see who's smart enough to win £37,970. Game on. And Paul in Hull and Chris, the first question is for you because you scored more in the first game. It's question 1 for you. Catherine Zeta-Jones got her middle name from her grandmother, but where did she get it from? No point in passing. Do you want to play it?
Yeah.
OK, here we go, Paul. Did her grandmother get the name from a film star, name of a ship, family pet, or local landmark?
A film star.
You think she got it from a film star? I can tell you that the answer is it was the name of a ship. No harm done. That was the first question. So a chance to get points now goes to the Sneaky Tricksters, last week's champions. Here's your question. You might want to think about passing, but there's not much point. Here's the question. Which writer was a war correspondent with the American forces at Salerno in Italy in 1943? Play or pass? Might as well play?
Play.
OK, here are the options. Was it John Steinbeck, Truman Capote, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Jack Kerouac? Okay. 5 seconds.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, C.
Right, OK. Or C. F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's the smart answer. No, it's not. It's Steinbeck. It's even Stevens. Second question. Second question of 8 now to the odd one out. Paul, what is the literal translation of the word basmati? Again, no points are scored so far, so you might as well play it. You ready?
Yeah.
Is it valuable, lucky, abundant, or fragrant?
C, abundant.
Sorry?
C, abundant.
Going for C, abundant. Let's see if that's the smart answer. Oh. Fragrant. Timid start from both teams. Who's going to be the first to score? Second question of 8 for the Sneaky Tricksters, who've already won over £36,000. Can they more than double that tonight? Here's the question. What is the real name of the lead singer of KC and the Sunshine Band?
Play.
Here are your options. Is it Harry Wayne Casey, King Court Jones, Casey King, or Kennard Cochran?
It's A. Harry Wayne Casey.
If you're right, you've got a point, you take the lead, you edge towards the £37,970. The smart answer is Harry Wayne Casey. Well done. I think a little bit of help from Fiona, a little bit of help from your friends. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it? So well done on that one. OK, back to the lads in Hull. The next question goes to you. Paul, you still with us? Still hearing us, all right? OK, here's the question. Which of these is not a character in a carry-on film? You might want to think about passing the question and wiping out the score of the Sneaky Tricksters. You might want to think about playing it and getting a point.
OK, we'll play.
You'll play. Here are the options. Roland Crump, Inigo Tinkle, Gloria Passworthy.
The answer is D, Puss Washington.
Puss Washington. Very, very confident stuff from Paul there in Hull. Rightly so. That's the answer. Puss Washington. Well done. That's the smart answer. Obviously, that was one of your strong subjects in the first show, as indeed it was with the Sneaky Tricksters, because Gordon's a bit of a carry-on expert, and what a carry-on we're having tonight. It's the next question. It goes to the Sneaky Tricksters, and it's your third question of 8. Here it is. Who took Charlotte Church's official 18th birthday photographs? This is where pass is coming to play, because now both teams have points. Play or pass?
Play.
Here are the options. Patrick Litchfield, David Bailey, Mary McCartney, Annie Leibovitz. You could lose this point if you get it wrong. You could take a lead if you get it right. 3 seconds, quickly.
D. Annie Leibovitz.
Was it D. Annie Leibovitz? She's taken some marvellous photographs of icons in her time, but she did not take that one. It was Mary McCartney. Your score's wiped out. Odd one out, you've got a distinct advantage. You've got a 1-point lead. The next question goes to you, and it is your 4th question of 8. Here it is. What was the name for the large steel defences used to impede landing craft on the Normandy beaches? Play or pass? Might as well play. Right. A. Czech hedgehogs. B. German spiders. C. Belgian porcupines. D. French sea urchins.
We'll go for B. German spiders.
If you get this right, you've got a 2-point lead. If you get it wrong, it's even Stevens, and your score is also wiped out. Here's the answer. Czech hedgehogs. Some relieved smiles from the Sneaky Tricksters. Sneaky Tricksters, your question next, okay? It's the 4th question of 8 for you. Parisian sauce is typically used as a topping for which vegetable? Play or pass?
Play.
All right. Here are your options. Parisian sauce, a topping for cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, or leek. Quickly.
D. Leek.
You say D. Leek. Can you take the lead with D. Leek? The answer is no, you can't. It's asparagus. Next question to odd one out. Paul and Chris in Hull. And this is going to be your 5th question of 8. Paul and Chris, here is the question. Who had a UK hit single in 1976 with More, More, More?
We'll play.
Was it Dee Jackson, Sheila B. Devotion, Andrea True Connection, or Evelyn Champagne King?
The answer is C. Andrea True Connection.
Is the answer C. Andrea True Connection? Let's have a look. Well done. A nervy start by both sides, but you take the lead there. A 1-point lead. Paul, was that a good category for you in the first show earlier on?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a disco expert. Okay, there'll be dancing in the streets of Hull tonight, as a great man once said. If you managed to. Well, I'm glad somebody appreciated that. You managed to win £37,970. The next question is for the Sneaky Tricksters. And it's the 5th question. Which carry-on star passed the 11+ exam with the highest score in North London? You both have your passes. Do you want to play it? Do you want to pass it? You can wipe out the score of the odd one out. If you're going to play it, here are the options. Bernard Bresslaw, Barbara Windsor, Hattie Jakes, Charles Hawtrey.
C. Hattie Jakes.
The carry-on star that passed the 11+ exam with the highest score in North London was the Barbara Windsor. Score remains wiped out. Chance for odd one out to take a 2-point lead as we edge towards the end and the ultimate reckoning for that £37,970. Paul, who holds the overall record for the most appearances on Jackanory? This is your 6th question. You still have a pass. You might as well play because the Sneaky Trickster's score is currently wiped out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here are the options. Maggie Smith, Judi Dench.
We're going to go for D. Bernard Cribbins.
Alan Bennett, or D. Bernard Cribbins.
We're going to go
before
for D.
I'd
Bernard
even
Cribbins.
said it. The smart answer is D. Bernard Cribbins. Well done. You take a 2-point lead. It could all change. We're still desperately trying to get a signal to get a picture of you, but we can hear you loud and clear. The next question goes to the Sneaky Tricksters. You both still have passes. That could be so significant, so very important. This is your 6th question of 8, Sneaky Tricksters, and here it is. Which of these toys was axed from play school in the 1980s? Puzzled looks from Peter and Craig. Have a good think. Play or pass? Do you want to wipe their score down to 1?
Play.
You're going to play it, sounding confident. Here are the options. Humpty, Little Ted, Jemima, or Hamble. 5 seconds.
D. Hamble.
You're going for D. Hamble. If you're right, you narrow the gap to 1 point. If you're wrong, your score remains wiped out, and the odd one out have a 2-point lead. You've said Hamble. Which of these toys was axed from play school in the 1980s? And the answer is Hamble. Well done. Pulling yourself back in it. 2 questions left each. We now know a second crew has turned up in Hull to try and get a picture from Hull. Never mind, let's come on here. Who was the Play School fan, by the way? Well done, Fiona. Fiona there through the round window and the square window and the arch window. This is the next question. The next question goes to Odd One Out. Who hit the headlines on the 1st of December 1955? Odd One Out, play or pass?
Play.
Was it Laika the dog, Roger Bannister, Rosa Parks, or Edmund Hillary?
C. Rosa Parks.
Go for C. Rosa Parks to take a 2-point lead. If you're wrong, your score is wiped out and the Sneaky Tricksters will take the lead. The answer is Rosa Parks. She, in an act of marvellous defiance, forgot to refuse to give her seat up on a bus. Right, okay, next question. Next question goes to the Sneaky Tricksters. You still have your pass. It's your 7th question of 8. Here it is. Which of these people hit the headlines earliest in the 1980s? Play or pass? Think very carefully.
Pass.
Wow. Gonna pass it. Odd One Out, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here are your options. Fred Housego, Aled Jones, Michael Fagan, Zola Budd.
C. Michael Fagan.
C. Michael Fagan. If you're right, you take a 3-point lead. If you're wrong, Paul, your score is wiped out, and the Sneaky Tricksters will have a 1-point lead with 1 question to go. You said Michael Fagan. Which of these people hit the headlines earliest in the 1980s? The smart answer is... taxi driving mastermind winner Fred Housego. Doesn't look like we're going to get a picture. Technical problems, can't get a signal, but we're hearing you. And the next question goes to Odd One Out. A chance to pull yourself back into contention. It's your last question. Are you ready, Paul?
Yeah.
Which US state does not have a border with New Mexico? You have a pass.
We'll pass that one.
Trying to force a draw. Are you ready then, Sneaky Tricksters? Here are your options. Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Three seconds.
A. Colorado.
A. Colorado. If you're right, you take a 2-point lead. If you're wrong, it's even Stevens because your score will be wiped out. The smart answer is... Paul, a brilliantly played pass. And the last question goes to the Sneaky Tricksters. Get it right, and you've more than doubled last week's money. Which country does not have a land border with China? You've got to answer. Here it is. Is it Turkmenistan? Is it Myanmar? Is it Kazakhstan? Is it Laos? Five seconds.
B. Myanmar.
Formerly Burma. If you're right, you have won £37,970. If you're wrong, we have a tie break. The answer is... You all right, Paul?
Yes.
Right, a bit of a relief for you there, Paul, but the tension goes on, which means we have a tie-break situation. And the question will go to... the studio team. No, it goes to the Odd One Out in Hull, of course, because the Odd One Out in Hull started and they got the highest points in the first round. We're going to give you the answers, Odd One Out, then you decide whether you want the question. All right, Paul?
Yeah.
Here are the answers. The Battle of Agincourt, the murder of Thomas à Becket, the sinking of the Mary Rose, the English Civil War.
We'll have the question.
You have to have the question.
Yeah.
Here it is. Which event in English history did not take place in the reign of a king called Henry?
D, the English Civil War.
D, the English Civil War. If you're right, Paul, you've won £37,970. If you're wrong, the sneaky tricksters will win. The answer is the English Civil War. Well done! Congratulations to the odd one out. We'll see you next week. Looking forward to seeing you as well. Hard luck to the sneaky tricksters. Came out to go. You were really smart. Not quite smart enough. Great effort, though. Thanks ever so much. We'll be seeing Odd One Out again next week. They'll be joined by one of these teams, perhaps. One of our top scoring teams from around the country in the studio. If you're one of those teams, it could be you. You've seen what happens when you come and have a go. Get in the game. Register for next week. Call us 090 11 33 22 11. Could have been you. Thanks for watching. Good night. That wasn't Phil, was it? All again now, forgot to put the video in. Is that clear there? Hello? I'll just ask somebody important. Well, they've all bloody gone home. Is that one final round of applause for Mr. Nicky Campbell?
If our first two rows would like to start going home, do you have a good time? Brilliant. Are you going to have a go next week at home? Go on.
That wasn't Phil, was it? All again now, forgot to put the video in. Is that clear there? Hello? I'll just ask somebody important. Well, they've all bloody gone home. Is that one final round of applause for Mr. Nicky Campbell?
Okay, if our first two rows would like to start going home, do you have a good time? Brilliant. Are you going to have a go next week at home? Go on. Just go carefully. If you just let the front rows go first, don't all go at the same time. Go carefully. Guys, if you just stay outside, if you just stay where you are for the moment. Okay, if the first two rows, do you want to start making their way along there? Just go carefully. Have a safe journey home, everyone. Definitely got very giggly, you know. Okay, if the second two rows would like to make their way. And mind if our last people just make your way slowly down? Good night, thank you. Go carefully.